Hello and welcome to Roll History, a low DC dive into D&D through the ages. I'm one of the hosts whose name is Alex.
And I'm also the host whose name is Sami.
I really need to figure out how to properly introduce
us, yeah.
And your co-host? Anyway, hey.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
So, we are going to focus on things in D&D through the ages, through the different editions, but that might be difficult if you don't know what the editions are, because it's been a long and interesting ride.
Yeah, it makes zero sense, and
bad business decisions all round.
Hey, you know, 5th edition D&D is actually like the 10th edition that we've had, really.
I don't think it is. I think it's more like the 6th or 7th. I'd have to double check. Oh no, 1 sec. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. So
9th. I was pretty close. But whoa, Sami, how could something like that happen?
Well, before I tell you about it, I'm going to just say that the history of Dungeons and Dragons is super long and complicated, so that's going to go in a separate episode. This is the too long didn't read version. This is
the miniature cheat sheet reference guide.
Yeah. So if you're not super interested in the business and the politics and the lawsuits, this will be your quick guide and reference, and it won't take us 3 hours.
It won't take us 3 hours to get to the actual content.
Yeah.
Because we're at the content now. Go!
Okay, so original D&D, OG D&D.
OD&D?
OGDD, ODDD, OD&DDD. That started in 1974. You've all heard about war games, miniature war games, tiny little men on a battle map.
Large number of small men.
Yes, large number of small men.
We have so many small men. Oh, okay. But I really care about this one small man.
Oh, do you really care about that one small man? Oh, let's put a dragon in it. Woo! Okay, so everyone knows Gygax and Arneson. They made Dungeons and Dragons. It's very war game. It's more like a war game than it is like D&D today. To be a dwarf or an elf, that's a class. That's not a race, that's a class. Your class is elf. Your class is dwarf. They have to form their own company. TSR, or Tactical Studies Rules, which is very difficult to say for some reason.
Tactical Studies Rules!
Yeah, original D&D. It was made by them in their basement, and you can tell.
Oh my god.
Okay. Basic and advanced. So, Basic is edited by this guy called Eric Holmes, who's a neurologist, and he's like, hey, I love this game, but I want to make it accessible for new players. So he basically rewrites it all so people can access it easily without having to join an awful club.
But meanwhile, Gary Gygax is like, hey, it's time for me to make the advanced game.
Yeah, and that's basically like the original, but different.
It's the original, but more.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you play basic D&D, you finish that, you get to level 4, and then, wow, it's time to step up to advanced D&D.
Yeah.
But that didn't
It didn't really happen because Basic was released in 1977 and Advanced released in 1978, except they only released the Monster Manual at first, which is quite difficult in terms of
Yeah, how are we going to run a game with this?
Advanced obviously is popular in its own right, but Basic is super popular. It gets re-released about 4 times, each one with further level gains, and that's
where we get the red box.
Yeah, the different coloured boxes. Yeah, so then it's time for Advanced D&D 2nd Edition, or AD&D 2.0.
AD&D 2 Wacky Wizards.
So this happens in 1989. Gygax has left the company, and they were like, hey, let's just rewrite this. And they were like, oh, no, it's not a rewrite. We're just organising it and putting it all in one place because there's about 50 million modules. And then about halfway through, they're like, oh, shit, we're rewriting this. But they still try and keep it as close to Gygax's version of D&D as possible. It goes pretty well. They produce so much content that it actually destroys the company. They have a huge debt with no way to publish or ship things. And then Wizards buys TSR. You know, that big company.
That big company that
Magic,
makes those
card games.
Those Pokemon cards for a bit and then doesn't anymore.
So yeah, Wizards buys TSR. It literally saves the company because they have a pretty big debt. Do you want to guess how big that debt is?
£3?
$30 million.
$30 million, and that is £3
In today's money.
in today's money.
So now it's time for 3rd edition, which doesn't need a silly acronym because they finally dropped the advanced.
Yes.
Yeah, which is nice because now I can say it without being
Yeah.
like AD and DDDD.
Yeah, you don't need to add the D's on the end.
I
but
do. It's just how my mouth works. So they dropped the advance because they sorted out a bunch of lawsuits, which is nice. And this came out in 2000. Millennium. That was by Robbie Williams.
Okay, so this episode is sponsored by Robbie Williams. He's gonna sue us now, Sammy. Robbie Williams
no.
listens to this podcast and he's gonna be so mad.
We're going to have more lawsuits than TSR.
More lawsuits than TSR.
It's not possible.
I was gonna try and make like a Robbie Williams song joke, but I can't think of any of his songs apart from Millennium now.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'm loving TSR instead.
What is this?
Anyway, okay, so 3rd edition drops. Everyone likes it. It's great. There's some cool art. They finally paid more than $3 per illustration. Loads of really cool stuff. They bring in the open game license.
Oh, yes.
Which basically means all the spin-offs they were trying to do in AD&D, they didn't have to publish anymore. Other people would publish them for them.
It's actually a really revitalizing thing for tabletop gaming in general because of the Roll20
It
system.
means they don't get sued for Cthulhu stuff or Tolkien stuff anymore. So 3 years later in 2003, 3.5 gets released, which is basically a big revision. They fix some stuff.
It's slightly less broken.
It's slightly less broken.
Slightly.
But then 2008,
A good year.
a bad year.
A good year.
4th edition.
4th edition. A good edition.
4th edition.
I know everyone hates it.
It is bad.
You like it.
I like it as a nostalgia thing because that's when I first started playing. And I was like, oh, cool, look at all this amazing art. And oh, good, I get to stand on a grid and move.
Listen, standing on a grid is one of life's greatest pleasures.
4th edition is the shortest edition.
Weird.
It's very combat heavy. It was based off popular MMO
There's a lot
trends.
of MMO.
Yep. So, 4th edition, bad edition. In 2010, they bring out the Essentials line. They try to fix things, try and streamline it, increase accessibility. It doesn't work. Everyone still hates it. So we'll just fast forward 4 years to 2014.
A good year.
A good year.
Again.
And they released 5th edition. They took loads of notes from 3rd. They did loads of play testing. I mean, you all remember D&D Next.
I do.
Yeah.
Paladins had Fireball.
Paladins had Fireball.
Paladins had Fireball at
was
one
great.
point. It was terrible.
And yeah,
Who gives a Paladin Fireball?
me. I'm the fire paladin.
Oh no.
I will burn you. But yeah, 5th edition releases, and now we're here in 5th edition, loving life. Everything is great. I love 5th edition. If you disagree with me, I don't care. It's good.
If you disagree, you can write your complaints on a postcard and mail it to Blue Peter.
I don't think Blue Peter's a thing anymore.
Exactly.
Oh.
We did
Oh.
it. Yeah. Yeah, Joker's trick.
So yeah,
Stop
that
saying
was-
Joker's trick, Alex.
So that was a very, very short, condensed timeline. Okay, so to summarise, OG D&D, 1974. OD&D.
If you know,
OG D&D.
G-O.
OG&D. Basic, 1977. Advanced, 1978.
Those are
Advanced
parallel, though?
They're parallel, but Advanced did release technically a year later.
Yeah.
Advanced 2nd edition, 1989. 3rd edition, 2000. 3.5, 2003. 4th edition, 2008. Essentials, 2010. And 5th edition, 2014. Bish bash bosh.
Yeah. 2020. 6th edition.
No.
2025.
I think a next edition is still a long way away.
I don't know if they're ever going to do it. Like the whole design. That's something that we'll talk about in the main episode that
Yes.
you should listen to on this very same feed.
If you're interested in all that kind of stuff.
If you're interested in that.
If you're not, that's totally fine. Skip ahead to our
One of our episodes.
a different episode.
Yeah.
We've got one about Displacer Beasts.
We got mini-sodes where we bring an item and a spell. We got all kinds of things going on.
All for you.
All
for your
you.
enjoyment and entertainment.
And we can't do our normal sign-off with this one because it's a mini weird episode and I didn't bring a dice.
Okay, well, Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, please listen to more. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a review. Send us nice emails. Tell us about your experiences in the D&D timeline of your life.
Tell us about your day.
Tell us about your day. How are you doing?
You gotta look after yourself.
Go get a cup of tea. You deserve it. Bye.
Was that? Okay.